This is why I don't do PCs and PC games. There's a sticker on here. I'm doing this specifically for one person who complains that I don't do enough PC games. You can't even take it out of the mount. There you go. See? Look. There. All right. Can't even see the dang on. Okay. Okay. This will go well. I think this is my only PC big box game. So far. I've ordered a couple. We'll see what happens. Apparently, one of you won't subscribe until I do this video. Can you see this? I got change it all around. Okay. I got this guy and this guy. And we're going to take those two off. There might be some cuts in this because I got to like reposition some things and move some things around. Bear with me, won't you? Let's see how far we get, though. So someone already tried to take this sticker off at some point. So let's see if we just address it. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, this is... Oh my gosh. Well, this is going to be crap. I have a couple of PC games coming in that I will show you how to clean. But until they show up, I'm going to do this one right quick. To see. It's been a while since I've done a PC, so bear with me. The thing about PC games is that it's a lot of the same method as taking off a book, taking off a label off of a book. So the paper itself, it's got a layer to it, so you don't have to worry as much about it absorbing, but you still need to be a little careful. Hopefully you guys can see what's happening. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just working up the side and then scraping it as I go. You have to use... I wish you could use a plastic scraper here, but you basically have to use a metal. You have to use the actual Scotty peeler, just by how it is. Now I could theoretically... soak the entire top of the label. Best Buy labels are interesting though. Best Buy labels are a little tougher. So, and then you got to make sure as you're going along that you're not scraping too much. First, jump cut. Hope I'm good at jump cuts. So all we're doing as we go along is we're trying to soak the underside of the label. Price sticker. So that we can work it up a little bit more. Then you get back in there. And so what I'm doing with the Scotty peeler is I'm pressing it and I'm bending it in to the box a little bit. Just so I can kind of pry up a chunk or two. See that? So now the big trick is that as you're going along, I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to kind of clean up my work so far. You don't want to get too far into it. And then, yeah, see, so what's happening is the residue is not really coming up, it's just getting released. So you want to go back in there and you want to actually remove it. So I just put a little Heptane on there, scrape it out, and you'll be able to feel where that location is. You're going to have some discoloration. I mean, it just flat out, you're going to have some discoloration where the sticker is. That's just how it works. I wish it didn't, but that's how it works. And once you get to the point where you're starting to peel up a fair bit of label, yeah, that's what you want. Once you get to the point where you're peeling up a fair bit of label, you can kind of soak all the sides. Do that. Go back in with your peeler. So, I am rusty at this. So what I just did is not what you want to do. You do not want to go super fast, and you don't want to rush it, because as soon as you start to rush it, you'll create more damage than it's worth. I basically want to make sure that the layer that I'm pushing into has a layer of Heptane in it and under it, so that I'm pushing. It gets slippery and it can get sketchy. And the problem is, this thing is really sharp and it can just absolutely wreck the cardboard. Okay. So we'll do an initial clean. We'll see how we're looking. And there might be a couple spots I gotta go back on for. There's some discoloration, it's not bad. And then there's a little haziness, and the haziness will actually go away. Hate it. Hate it. So, okay. Okie dokie. So one of the things that I'm doing is, so there's, probably can't see it. There's Heptane on this towel, and then as I'm wiping, I check, because partially force of habit, partially just because this stuff will release some of the ink, okay? This stuff will not, okay? So you can see a little tiny bit of the square of where it was. Yeah, and there's a scratch. Oh my goodness. And there's a scratch. But all in all, that's not that bad. That came out all right. Like I said, I haven't done, oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see that a little bit. I can get rid of that residue. I did that on a Fire Emblem Collector's Edition. I got rid of the residue from the ceiling sticker. I got rid of that residue, and I did the same thing on the little Super Mario Game & Watch. Let's get rid of this guy. So the first thing you're going to do is just kind of poke around and see if you can get a bite anywhere. And I've said this in a few videos, and I'll say it here too. Ugh, be careful. Be careful, you idiot. Is that if you can get a bite, you know, start to wiggle the tool around a little bit to see if you can get an edge up, because this is what you want. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see this. This is going to be a nightmare. That. Okay, so same as before. What you're doing when you use Heptane is you are not putting it on the top of the label. That will do nothing. You're putting it on the bottom. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it too much necessarily, but the idea is just as you, hopefully this is in, there we go. Oh, hang on. And sometimes this will happen too, where it just, the capillary action of the label will help you out a little bit. Don't rush it or anything. You know, use as much Heptane as you feel you need to really. Oh, I got scared for a second there. Use as much Heptane as you need to, and I'll show you why that works in a second. So the underside is soaked, and it's kind of coming through a little bit on the front side. That comes from it being paper and you just having your just flat out capillary action absorbing the Heptane into the label, which is what you want. I am very worried about, I'm very worried about this. I will probably go quiet for a second while I work on this. Oh, but maybe. Just Heptane again, just Heptane on a cloth. And you want to rotate your towel pretty regularly. Okay, so what happens is there's a layer of Heptane on here, but then as you're wiping up, you're also getting all the adhesive, and that's getting on there. So you want to kind of change around your towel pretty regularly. That might, there we go. See if that did it. It's looking, that haziness will go away. Yeah, the haziness will go away. It'll take a second. I guess I should have dusted it first. I'm sorry, he didn't make it. Okay. And since, which actually, it's a little hazy. Hang on. All right, you want to see something that makes no sense? But it's kind of fun to do. Okay. Okay. Don't spray it directly on the box. All right. Give it a second. And again, I don't know if my lighting's doing me much justice. Here. Do this real quick. So that works, which is kind of fun. So it's the Novus 1, and you use it as a polish, but you use it on a polish, as a polish on PC games. I didn't know you could do that. Well, yeah, you can, turns out. That's why you ask your old Uncle Doug. Okay, well, there's all that. That's all that is. I mean, the big thing is the Scotty peeler. That's, they're not, I don't get endorsements from them or anything. I just really like these peelers. I have a bunch of them for this exact reason. So anyway, I'll have a bunch more PC games coming in the mix to show you guys how to clean them, how to remove labels and all that nonsense. I have Some of these I gotta do. Yeah, did you know you could do that? Here, I'll show you on the back just in case you didn't believe me. So there's the back. And honestly, it might not be showing up that much on the screen, but it makes a world of difference in person. So you right onto a towel and buff it. How about that? How about that, Astro? Piece of big bucks. Label's gone. And it's all shiny again. That's all I got.